Have you inherited a house that's in probate and you're not sure what to expect? I'm here to give you some insight on what probate is and what you can expect and why the house is in probate. Hi, I'm Christy Holm with the Welcome Home Group and eXp Realty. First, I'd like to acknowledge that if you're in a situation that you are dealing with probate, you've probably just lost a loved one recently, and I offer my sincerest condolences. Not only are you coping with the loss of a loved one, you're also trying to navigate the legalities of their possessions. Since I'm an expert in real estate, I'd love to offer you some information to help guide you through this process. What is probate? It's a legal process that is required to sell a property that is in a deceased person's name. When in probate, the court gets involved at various levels depending on the situation. A person is assigned to administer the estate, which may very well be you if you're watching this video. That person is called the personal representative, or PR for short. You can also expect there to be an estate attorney to help with this legal process and associated substantial fees with completing a probate procedure. So one of the biggest reasons an estate goes into probate, as far as real property goes, is the way title was held on the property. The best way to avoid going into probate occurs before the owner passes. By working with an estate attorney, you can avoid probate by putting your assets, including real property, such as a home, into a trust. See, a common misconception about probate is that people think a will keeps the property out of probate. Unfortunately, this just simply is not true. The purpose of a will is that it allows the deceased person to determine who gets what and appoints an executor to make sure those wishes are carried out. But having a will does not avoid probate. Only a trust can do that. So what happens if there's no will? Without a will, the property has to be sold intestate. This is where the state will determine the intestate succession. In other words, the state decides who receives a property that is left behind. So if you find yourself involved with a probate, there are many resources available to help direct the way. We're equipped here to help answer your questions, as well as become your resource to connect you with other vendors and services you may need along the way. Continue to watch other videos in my probate series for more detailed information and free downloads on probate. Also, be sure to seek the advice of an attorney, as I am not one, but I'm here to give you helpful information. I'm Christy Holm with the Welcome Home Group and eXp Realty. We get the results that will move you. See you in the next video.